Gemini, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is a message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising Zodiac sign. All right, guys, we're going to start with this and that are true. Oh, if this isn't Gemini energy, man, this and that are true. It's seeing both sides of something. It's taking things lightly, so that, you know what, you have the flexibility, the mental malleability to be able to see the good and the opportunity in each situation. Not taking things too personally, remaining upbeat, playful, and fun. This is beautiful energy, and I gotta say, we have a full moon in Sagittarius that's coming on May 23rd, but also Venus is conjunct the sun during that moon. What does that mean? It means that Venus is conjunct the natal suns of anybody born basically between May 20th, 21st, and May 25th. So ultimately, this is a really optimistic time for Gemini. So we're pulling into a week of, whenever you see this, we're pulling into a week of optimism for you guys. Malleability, flexibility, playfulness, and fun. Let's see where this message takes us, Gemini. Remember, this is a message for Gemini energy. You call it into you. I just make them and upload them. You have drawn this message to you because you needed to hear it for some reason, which makes it timeless, though the reading is going to cast for a week out from whenever you hear it, because I'll do a 7-day spread. I'll do a card for each of the 7 days of the week ahead. So stay tuned for that, guys. Remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, there is a new message for Gemini every single week. So please subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. Gemini content comes out on Thursdays now. Select all notifications so that you're also notified when I go live, so you can come and ask your tarot questions and participate when I go live. If you're looking for a personal reading, I do those. I offer many different kinds. Go to my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com, and book and schedule right there, whatever's convenient for you. Okay, we got a little bit more. Whatever card falls out, Gemini, we're just going to take that. Let's cleanse the energy. Gemini energy, Gemini sun, Gemini moon, Gemini rising, Gemini energy, Gemini. What other messages need to fall out for Geminis? What other messages need to fall out for Geminis? Trust me, guys, I'm not dealing from the bottom of the deck. Somebody said that. I'm like, dude, I don't have that sleight of hand. If it falls out, it falls out from whatever it falls out. So all of this came out kind of in a cluster. Let's get to it then. We have see the big picture. So looking into the future, not psychically, but planning for the future. This is Taurus energy. So saying, you know what, it may not be instantaneous gratification, but this is what I want in the long run. This is my goal. This is what I am actively building toward. So seeing that, planning it, strategizing it, and actually starting to take actions toward it is where this begins. And then we have transformation is beautiful. So when you start looking at the bigger picture and you start actually acting upon the longer term, you start to see a transformation of some sort starting to occur in your life, Gemini. Something is then opening up and changing you, who you are, bringing you to the next evolution of yourself. This could also be a reflection of your future, knowing and investing in who you are going to be, who you want to be instead of the person that you are right now, right? This is about taking control over your own life and making decisions for your future and starting to actually work toward it. And then we have clear out the clutter. Clear out the clutter is now that you're sure of yourself, you're sure of what can go, what can stay, what needs to be here and what doesn't. Also, transcending beyond what you used to be. Frog energy. This is Cancerian energy, actually. Frog energy. Frog starts a tadpole, right? So you're leaving behind the old version of yourself. Butterfly and frog have that in common. They don't start out what they end up. So this is that sense of now that you've become who you were destined to become, now that you've evolved, what do you get rid of? What do you release? What do you put away? What do you throw out? You've got to make room. But how does that play into this and that is true? It could be some hard times deciding what to let go of. It could also mean finally forgiving, getting to a point where I am ready to release the anger. I am ready to release the sadness. I am ready to release the bitterness. I am ready to release that energy now that I've gotten to a higher point or a higher state of being in myself. And then we have watch and wait, which is coming in the future, but it's like this week, right? So there's this sense of looking back. It's almost like in some ways you kind of want to see what is like, it's almost like you kind of want to see, did I release the right things? You know, you kind of want to see, do I need to release more? You kind of want to see, did I make the right choices? Because you're starting to maybe see different dynamics. And that's okay as long as it's reflective. This is patient energy, patience. This is Pisces energy. Watch and wait, and then now is a lucky time. So it's almost like you're reflecting back. You're starting to see abundance crawl in, or abundance starting to take over and develop by the end of this week, because you reflected upon what you did to get yourself to that point, right? So you're seeing a productive strategy because you've seen the effectiveness of its execution in whatever it is that you decided to execute. So let's start our 7-card spread. 7th day, we're going to do resolution cards. So let's see what the resolution is. Gemini, damn. All right. I'm loving this. I will show them to you. Don't you worry. Ooh. We have divine feminine, divine masculine energy here. This is really beautiful. Something that you have worked on and planned for is honestly going to be coming to you by the end of this week. This is really beautiful energy. Now that I'm talking to you guys, like I said, Venus is here, and Venus is conjunct the sun of especially Gemini 1s. So between, I said, like May 20th and 25th would be your birthdays, especially you guys. Venus doesn't just bring love and romance. She brings money. So there could be some propagation. There could be some pregnancy. There could also be having more, right? In order to enjoy it. So hold on, because something is making you upbeat, and I like it. We begin the week with conflict. And the thing about the 5 of Wands is none of it is important. All of it by itself is little and piddly. It is a freaking twig you can snap, Gemini. But all together and all at once, it starts to poke you in the eye. It starts to become really irritating. It starts to create a clog. You can see it's a really good illustration of it. Looks like a clog because there's just too many things all at once that are happening. So something is clogging you. Now, the deceptive part about it is that it's bigger than it is, because if you take this shit one at a time, it's not a clog anymore, and it unravels very, very quick. So at least in the beginning of the week, take things one at a time, and don't believe them when they try to be bigger than they are, because it's not. It's just that it's all coming to you in a clusterfuck kind of way. But if you handle one thing at a time, don't you worry, my friends. It will be all good. 2nd day, we have the 4 of Wands, which can be marriage. I don't know, maybe you're planning a wedding and that's when you finally get married, or when something starts to unravel, or it's like a clusterfuck before, like getting everything ready. And then on the second day, you have this Four of Wands kind of energy of, this is beautiful. This is wonderful. Look at what we've done. We belong here. Look at what we've constructed. Feeling good, resolving it, and also making a decision what to let go of, because you went from 5 to a 4, which means that only one thing was unbalancing everything. Only one thing was actually fucking everything up. And you're figuring out that one thing and you're saying, this is what I have to let go of. Whether it's in my diet, whether it's in my friend group, whether it's in my work, it's one thing. Think of that one. You're going to find it. You're going to discover that one thing that you know now. This is what I got to let go of, because I don't want to stress myself out about it. I don't want to handle it. I don't want to, it's not mine to bear anymore. It's not mine to bear anymore. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is somebody, could be you, Gemini, because it's a swords, taking action, making a decision, having enough conviction to go for something, to speak at something, to say something, or to attack a situation that matters to them. But it's definitely actionable energy. So it would be around midweek where you decide to take action or put yourself out there. And with full conviction, then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which means a brilliant opportunity stems from that or comes from that. It's almost like either you're sticking up for something, or you're either sticking up for something, or you are, I don't know. You may not be defending something, or you're going after something because you know that something is worthy or valuable. And that would be true. There is a brilliant opportunity, maybe sunshine coming out, or this sense of being handed something that is very precious to you. Maybe an announcement, maybe that you've done something or created something. Maybe you're ready to finally announce this new version of yourself, or this new version of your life. Could be an announcement. Okay. And then you have the Three of Wands. So your ships are about, oh my God, your ships are about to come in, Gemini, right? It's almost like a brilliant offer of, wow, it's so funny. You know, I always tell you guys, have faith, have faith, have faith. It's coming, it's coming. And it's always when. This is a when moment. This is a moment when the prosperity actually comes in. And you look back and are like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that I doubted you. I'm so sorry that I doubted. You know, like, it's that kind of energy, that kind of energy. Yeah, this is a when moment. Because this is when you, like, the fog clears, you get through the forest, and you see the future, and you see the solution, or you see returns on your decisions and your choices. And this is where I said, oh my God. And looking at the cards over there in the resolution on the 7th day, this is a sense of, holy crap. The fact that you have the Sun card right in front of that is like, this is brilliant energy of success, of showing yourself, of coming out and debuting something, of being in the spotlight, of being seen, of being noticed, of being confident, of being creative, of being happy with who you are, of being, like, secure in your own skin. Let's get a moon card. We have a personal issue reaches resolution. Okay. A personal issue reaches resolution. That's what it is. And this has to do with maybe family, friends, but it's also Cancerian energy, which is speaking of transcendence, speaking of growing up. And it could be that you've grown up, or you've been able to make amends, or you've been able to clean up the clutter, whatever this is. so it's telling me in a personal situation, you've figured out a way to bring success, or you've figured out a way to administer success. And it's really going to touch home because it's not just outward success. It's also something quite private and personal. And then we have nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. So this is not bad news. This is good news. You are mutable, dude. And we're going to have a full moon that is mutable too. That's on Sagittarius moon on May 23rd. So happy birthday, all you May 23rders out there. This is still Gemini 1 early, Gemini cuspers, Gemini Taurus cuspers. So this is really brilliant energy. It's good that nothing is set in stone, because what that means is there's still malleability and opportunity for you to find and discover. This is you staying open and remaining open to it, saying that, you know what, it's not what it's always been. It's not going to always stay the same. I have the ability to put my 2 cents in and to be able to make it what I want. I can help to scope this. That's really great news. And then we have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn, getting rid of that fear, getting rid of those financial obligations, that debt, legal shit, like all of that, throwing it out the window. It's completed. It's done. This rough cycle is over. Let's get more details. Let's look at the resolution cards. Why did I love it so much? These are the first two that came out. Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. Happy birthday, Doug Denny. You know what that means? It means that the two of you, both sides of yourself have come together. You are experiencing a very balanced, lovely energy within yourself. It's like you have both earthly and universal power, strength, and resources to you. You can use the yin and yang together. And then we have these two cards, which is finding your way forward, taking all of your difficulties and using it as the energy system to push you forward, figuring a way to get rid of all the problems, getting out of the problems, the strategy for clearing it up, the strategy for actually moving forward or moving somewhere, and getting rid of all the crap. This is you coming into a beautiful dualistic equilibrium where there becomes unity within yourself and outside yourself. I really could not give better news to a Gemini. I couldn't. We have poised. We have you're ready for this. You've been ready for this. You've been ready. You've been ready. You've been ready. And that's where you're at. Hold on. Please come over to the extended. I'd like to see how this plays out in specific areas of your life. Let's get an angel card, Gemini. Okay. First, we have control issues. Utilize your God-given strength and power. That's it. Instead of fearing that others may try to control you, you're letting that go. It's not about fighting other people. It's not about combating with other people. It's just believing in myself and doing my own goddamn thing. And then we have passion and purpose. Your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. You've got purpose, passion, and you've got success that is coming to you. And then we have socialize or join in. Other people are there with you. Make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. You guys, you can't be a new version of yourself and stay hanging around the old people. You are actually elevating, and you're going to start associating with the people, and maybe that's the people that associate now are more like who you are now. You are transcending what you used to be, and so that's part of clearing out the clutter, is leaving those people or relationships behind that really don't define anything that you are anymore. Let's go to the extended. I will see you guys there. The link is down below in the description box. I've also pinned it to the top of the comments section, or you can just travel to my website. It's always going to be on there under the video tab. And you can also go to Born Without Boundaries Vimeo, where you'll always find the new Gemini extended. I'll see you guys there.